Garrett Blunt with his 11th postseason rushing touchdown. The most for any active player. Marshawn Lynch has 9, and Tom Brady, of all people, has 6. When you play in as many postseason games with Brady, eventually you're going to have them. But Brady had a big drop on that last possession. How about this? New England, 3 possessions. All 3 times they've been in Philadelphia territory, and they only have 3 points to show for it. And Brady had a big drop on that last sequence. They went for it on 4th down, and they failed.
I know that New England fans, they remember 28-3 last year came back and got them. That's not the kind of hole you want to dig year after year to try and climb out of.
Lewis will take a knee, so New England will start at the 25-yard line. And it almost feels, Charles, imperative here that Brady and the Patriots score points on this possession. You can't have the ball inside the 10 and not even get 3. You miss on a gadget play. You're only running that once, and you missed on it. That they need some points before this game can spin out of control. And Philadelphia is the kind of team that will just look to build on that momentum.
How about at worst case, a 7 to 10 play drive that tamps things down a little bit, lets their defense settle down a little.
Screen, Rex Burkhead. Burkhead across midfield. Burkhead to the 30 and finally dragged down from behind by Corey Graham. Gain of 46.
Were you not the one that talked about misdirection, taking eyes to the wrong place? They did it there, and now they come right back to the line of scrimmage after building up the momentum with the big gain, and they'll come right back at them.
1st and 10 at the 29. Brady under pressure, and that pass incomplete. Again, Philadelphia is doing a good job of getting pressure on the inside against Brady.
And that's where it has to happen. If you go back to the Super Bowl against Seattle when they came back from 10 down in the 4th quarter to win it, that's where the pressure was giving them trouble until they got that figured out. On that screen to Burkhead, a couple of fakes, got some people out of position, and then Burkhead did the rest.
Second and 10 at the Philadelphia 29. Amendola in motion. Takes the slip screen. Philadelphia had it read perfectly. Malcolm Jenkins was there to limit the gain to 2. Vinny Curry nearly batted that pass away for Amendola. But now big 3rd down here for New England. 3rd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Off of his route when he tried to get out into it. I don't know if it was Chris Long, the defensive end, who's made a lot of nice plays that you've mentioned that have gone somewhat unnoticed. But I think he had an effect on that play where the back couldn't get out into the flat and make the play one. Look at long pass rush. See right there, he bumps him off. Chips him on that play. White can't get out to where the ball is. They lose the down.
Gostkowski will try a 45-yard field goal. Plenty of leg, and it is good. So the Patriots tack on another field goal, and with 7:24 to go in the half, the Eagles' lead is now 9, 15-6. Here in Minneapolis at Super Bowl 52.
The AFC wildcard Denver Broncos climbed to the top to pull off an upset over the favored Green Bay Packers.
2nd and goal from the 1. Elway.
Denver running back Terrell Davis rushed for 157 yards and 3 touchdowns to become the MVP. With this victory, the Broncos ended the NFC's 13-season Super Bowl winning streak. In 1999, no one was surprised to see John Elway and his Broncos back in the big game as they took on the Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl 33.
Down deep the middle of the field. Rod Smith got it!
Elway completed 18 of 29 passes for 336 yards and a touchdown and ran for another score himself to clinch back-to-back Super Bowls for the Denver Broncos.
Super Bowl 33 is history. The Denver Broncos are world champions once again.
Back at Super Bowl 52, Bob Papa, Charles Davis. Philadelphia Eagles leading the New England Patriots 15-6. It's been a quiet game so far for Rob Gronkowski. Doug Peterson, the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, has dialed up some outstanding offensive plays. First half.
Do you get the sense, though, that Doug Peterson knows you can never have a big enough lead? It's obvious last year against Atlanta.
Gostkowski with the stick. Got held inside the 10-yard line, had to kick a field goal, then scored a touchdown on a 3-play 77-yard drive. And then they mistakenly, in my opinion, went for two, chasing the points.
That's what I thought initially. I think we said it right at that time. And I know that Philadelphia's aggressive. They go for it on fourth down a lot. They have the most two-point conversion tries in the league. But I thought they scored, had momentum, kicked the extra point there. Worry about that extra point later.
Boy, Clement, the one back, false start against Zach Ertz. That's his second one.
False start. Offense number 86, 5-yard penalty, first down.
It's interesting, too, on this end of the field is where there's the largest majority of Eagles fans. And they know to be quiet when the Eagles are on offense. But
I think Zach Ertz just twice unforced errors. And at this stage, he should be settled and into the game. Not much excuse for that penalty from their all-star tight end.
First and 15 from the 20. Corey Clement. Harrison missed him again. And a gain of a yard. Landon Roberts on the tackle. Boy, James Harrison has missed 3 tackles so far today. As we take a look, quarterback comparison, and Nick Foles has been nearly perfect, 10 of 16, 143 yards and a touchdown. Brady's 9 of 16, 191 yards. But maybe the biggest mistake was the drop pass on a 3rd and 5 to Brady.
Yeah, where he went from quarterback to receiver. Ball was thrown pretty darn well by a wide receiver. A big play opportunity was lost.
Second and 14. Late pressure. Foles gets it away to Torrey Smith. Smith tackled at the 31-yard line by Malcolm Brown and Gilmore. Gain of 10, setting up a manageable 3rd down for Philadelphia.
It'll be to the right side of your screen. That's where Torrey Smith will come over, but look at the pass protection. Nice job by Brooks, 79, sliding over to pick up the late rusher and allow Foles sight lines to throw the ball downfield to Smith.
Big 3rd and 4 for Foles and the Eagles here. With 6 minutes to go in the half from their own 31. Ajayi's got the first down and more. Across midfield.
Normally that's a passing down for Philadelphia, but they felt like they had a mismatch in terms of the number of blockers versus the number of defenders, and they ran the ball. Look at Brandon Brooks, number 79. Gets upfield and creates a great crease, as does Wisniewski, 61, to get Ajayi sprung into the secondary.
26-yard run on a 3rd and 4. Foles on first down with time. Deep ball for Jeffrey, intercepted. Off the deflection, Deron Harmon has it for New England. Alshon Jeffrey tried to make an acrobatic play, and he tipped it right to Deron Harmon. Big play by the Patriots defense with 5:01 to go in the half, and the Eagles up by 9. Super Bowl 52, New England was driving. Danny Amendola on a 3rd and 5 to Tom Brady, and Brady dropped it. New England then went for it on 4th down, got stopped. Zach Ertz worked in the middle of the field, opened things up. Alshon Jeffrey with a spectacular catch along the sideline, and that would set up Philadelphia's 2nd touchdown. LeGarrette Blount on a 21-yard ramble through the Patriots defense, and that's where we stand. 15-6, Philadelphia in the 2nd. At Super Bowl 52, the Philadelphia Eagles lead the New England Patriots 15-6. And a fortuitous tip of the football, and Duron Harmon gets New England's first takeaway in their last 5 games, the interception of Nick Foles. And really, it's a 50-50 ball. Jeffrey's trying to make a play. It's almost nobody's fault. It goes on Foles' record as an interception, but it's not as if it was a bad throw.
Earlier in the game, he put it up there and gave him an opportunity to turn into a touchdown. This one I thought was just a little bit short and allowed the defender to make a play on the ball.
Dion Lewis picks his way through the defense and picks up about 4. So it'll set up 2nd and 6 for Brady and the Patriots. They've moved the ball, but they haven't scored touchdowns. Philadelphia's defense has gotten stingy as New England has gotten deeper into the Eagles' territory. Amendola went in motion. 2nd and 6. Gronk dropped it. He took a hit and he dropped it. At the 19-yard line, that'll set up 3rd and 6 for New England.
Looked like teamwork by Philadelphia because they grabbed Gronk as he made the catch, and the second guy came in and frisked him and knocked the ball free.
Gronkowski's been targeted 4 times, has 1 catch for 9 yards against Jim Schwartz's defense.
And they've been trying to isolate him against Jalen Mills, a smaller corner, who's won 2 of those battles against Gronk.
3rd and 6 from the 14. Brady can't find Hogan, late flag, and I think they're going to get Jalen Mills.
If so, Mills had 9 penalties during the year in coverage. 5 of those were holding and 4 for pass interference.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 31. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Let's take a look at it again. And
he's number 31, lined up close to the line of scrimmage and just holding Hogan throughout. You get a 5-yard cushion off the line of scrimmage. Keep your hands on a receiver. After 5, your hand has to be off. He held him the entire route.
So first down for the Patriots. Lewis out to the 24, picks up 5. Michael Hendricks on the tackle. With 4 minutes to go in the first half of Super Bowl 52. Justin Timberlake coming up at halftime.
This could set up what you talked about at the top of the show. Patriots, can they go down, have a big drive, score right before the half, and get the ball to start the second half as well?
2nd and 5. Lewis has the first down. Good patient running by Dion Lewis there. Gain of 7 for Lewis.
Get a nice escort from his left tackle, Nate Solder, number 77, to give him a crease. How about Fletcher Cox? You and I go back a little bit, and that face mask, Chuck Bednarik to me. Concrete Charlie, the legend, number 60. very similar face mask that he played with. They need Cox to play like him in this game.
The last time the Philadelphia Eagles won an NFL championship was 1960. Trying to end that drought. 1st and 10 for the New England. Brady, Gronkowski incomplete. McLeod on the coverage. Philadelphia's done a really nice job of making every throw to Gronkowski contested.
Making it very difficult. Mills has been the smaller receiver on him before. This time they actually had 2 guys there. And he ran right into McLeod's territory, number 23. And Corey Graham, number 24, if he stopped the route or came back the other direction, he was in position to pick him up as well.
2nd and 10 for New England from their own 31. Brady with time. Brady the deep ball for Hogan, who makes the catch at the 25-yard line of Philadelphia. He beat Jalen Mills. And that time Brady had protection, a completion of 42.
You talked about the inside pressure. He won't get it here. Just what you described. Watch him, clear throwing lane, able to step up and makes an excellent throw downfield. Drops it right in the bucket for Hogan, number 15, who beats Mills with a stutter and go route. Slows his feet down, gets Mills to stop, and goes past him.
Tom Brady has 3 passes in the first half of over 30 yards. He had none in the last 5 Super Bowls. James White's got a first down to the 10. White still going. Touchdown, New England. yards. He scored the game winner in overtime last year against Atlanta, and James White gives the Patriots a spark here.
Watch the interior. Watch the center, number 60, David Andrews. See how he reaches out there and clears number 94, Bo Allen, out of the way. And then James White does his part, breaking two tackles in the secondary and takes it into the end zone.
And remember, this drive stayed alive because of the penalty against Jalen Mills. And Gostkowski wildly misses the extra point left. I mean, that wasn't even close.
That looked like me on the driving range or even the first tee when I play golf. Just hooked it immediately. What do they call that, a snap hook? Just took it all the way to the left. As you mentioned, that never had a chance, and there were no mechanical issues on the snap in the hold.
That wasn't even a hook. That was a pull.
Hook, pull, miss. I mean, badly. Look, that was missed so badly that if you could, you would take a point off the board. I mean, that was how bad that was. And you just can't. And that's so unusual to see from a kicker of Gostkowski's resume.
They missed one last year in the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons. The Eagles have missed an extra point. They failed on a two-point conversion. And with 2:04 to go in the half, the Eagles lead is 3.
So does Doug Peterson know what he's doing by going for 2 instead of listening to us?
Varner on the return for Philadelphia. Varner got hit high by Gostkowski. It's a 28-yard return. James White's 4th touchdown in the last 2 Super Bowls. And it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And the Eagles back on offense with a 15-12 lead at the 2-minute warning. Well, Super Bowl 52 always tracks celebrities. Bradley Cooper and his girlfriend, Arena Shack. Steph Curry of the Warriors, one of the sharpshooters of the NBA, taking in the sights of Super Bowl 52. How about Mike Trout, one of the best players in Major League Baseball? South Jersey resident, huge Eagles fan.
Huge Eagles fan. And there he is. Now I remember him as Puff Daddy. He's now Diddy. Sean Combs at the game and making sure he's well bundled up. And there's the Seattle Seahawks quarterback, Russell Wilson, and his singing wife, Ciara.
An international pop sensation. He's been in 11 different films. Chris Wu, singer, such talented performer and entertainer, music, actor, singer.
I saw him in one of the Xander Cage movies. But Gotta go back though. Steph Curry, Patriots sideline. I thought he was a Carolina Panthers fanatic. At the Carolina Panthers Super Bowl, he was hitting the drum, pound Panthers pound, and he's jumping on the Patriots bandwagon.
Who knows? There, maybe he's friends with Tom.
This is good. That's a good friend to have, if indeed that's true.
Take a look at the running back combined. LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi over 100 yards combined.
Big sprints, too, from both of them. Ajayi on a third down. Blount, the big run.
Eagles 11 carries for 100 yards. And LeGarrette Blount with the touchdown run. New England, though, has 302 yards of offense, but they trail by 3.
Remember, Blount won a Super Bowl ring last year with New England.
So remember, it was a tip ball to Alshon Jeffrey, and Jerron Harmon gets the interception. And then it looks like Philadelphia has New England stopped on third down, but Jalen Mills gets called for a holding penalty. And let's take a look at the interception one more time, and it's mostly bad luck.
Yeah, because remember earlier, he gave Alshon Jeffrey a chance in the end zone to make a play, and he did for a touchdown. Here the ball was a little bit short. Gilmore's making a play, so it's a contested one. So it would have been a one-arm catch, a one-handed catch by Jeffrey, and then it popped up as he fell to the ground, and Harmon came over and got it. To your point, if you're going to give him a chance in the end zone, you can't question him giving him a chance there, and it just turned into bad luck and an excellent play for New England.
Well, let's see if Philadelphia can drive the ball again, because they have moved the ball against this New England defense. They've only had the 1 3-and-out. Remember, on that drive, they converted a 3rd and long to keep that drive alive using the run. It'll be interesting to see what Matt Patricia does, the defensive coordinator of the Patriots, to try to slow down this Philadelphia offense.
And if they can hold them to a short gain here, if they start to use timeouts, try and get the ball back for their offense.
On his own 30, Hurts with the catch. Richards chases him out of bounds after a gain of about 7. Officially 6. 7. Officially 7. Stops the clock with 1:52 to go here in the first half. Justin Timberlake will be the halftime entertainment here at Super Bowl 52.
Cannot wait for that show. There has to be some tribute to Prince, since we're here in the Twin Cities, and Paisley Park was his stronghold.
2nd and 3 for Philadelphia. Foles with time. Foles to the sideline. Torrey Smith got it. Incomplete. Rowe was on him, and Torrey Smith was bobbling the ball. He's juggling it. It's moving. Yep. That's incomplete.
That's a good job by Eric Rowe. Beat on the play, but doesn't give up on it. Watch 2 hands. He punches through with his left and continues to work him with his right hand and knocks the ball out.
Rowe has been picked on with Malcolm Butler not playing. The outstanding for the Patriots. The star of Super Bowl 49. 3rd and 3. Foles, plenty of time. Wide open Clement. He beat Richards. To the 30. Stiff arms a man. To the 10 and inside the 10 and tackled at the 8 by Chung. To the 2.
He runs behind one of the best offensive lines in football, but in this situation, I'm giving almost all the credit to number 30, Corey Clement. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Watch the initial contact. 3 jerseys, and he comes out of the pile and continues to run and move and gain additional yardage. Look how he squirts through, legs continuing to churn, and he almost squirts free and pops it towards the end zone.
Patriots used the first of their 3 timeouts. Each team is allotted in each half. Blunt comes out of the ball game.
They're continuing to get mismatches out of the backfield, Bob, with the running back in the passing game.
Second and goal at the 2. Collins in the backfield. Now Philadelphia shifts. Aguilar's in the backfield as the tailback. Clemens instead on the inside handoff. Stood up and stopped after a gain of about a half yard. New England uses their second timeout, so they're trying to save time if they can hold Philadelphia to a field goal, or even if Philadelphia scores a touchdown, to give Brady and the New England offense a chance to go back down the field. Because New England hasn't been able to move the ball either. Just Philadelphia is doing a better job of scoring.
And the kicking game has actually covered itself with glory on both sides.
Third and goal